My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Vault of the Void. Alright, let's start up another hard run for the moment at the absolute least. As I said, we were going to be exploring the rest of the characters here. We've got the Enlightened's martial deck. You may be noticing already, playing in the background, that I have the FTL soundtrack currently playing. Because I know that doesn't get content ID struck on YouTube. So that will be our interim music in the background to kind of fill that void. As we, of course, make our way to go and then defeat that void. We've got 2 lashing kicks. They have Future Strike twice, Zen slow 1. Just in case, I will quickly go through a couple of the mechanics about this character again. Future Strike. At the end of every even-numbered turn, before your threat triggers, so before you take damage, a creature's first strike, Future Strikes, will trigger, inflicting damage to it based on the amount built up. When Future Strike triggers, affected enemies suffer 1 fatigue. It's not considered a debuff though, so it can't be cleared. Also, fatigue. When you inflict Future Strike damage to a target, it'll inflict an additional time equal to the target's fatigue. A creature's fatigue also is added to any she it suffers. So that's kind of like an incentivization. It's an incentive. Let's use the actual word there. It's an incentive to hybridize your builds between, she and Future Strike. Then Zen State is when you played 3 cards of the same type, attack or ability or buff. In a row, you will trigger the Zen State, where all cards cost -1 energy. You exit it after playing 5 cards or when your turn ends. Some things trigger additionally if they are in cast while you're in Zen State. So this is a trigger conditional based on being in Zen to apply slow 1, and slow 1 reduces frenzy by 1 per stack. Savvy? We've got block and then delayed block. Delayed block is literally just at the start of your next turn. And then clarity with foresight upgrades to be rigged as well. So we can put an expensive card in the deck because foresight is choose a card from your deck. That card becomes foreseen, meaning it will cost 0 energy to play, will clear once played or once the battle is end. And then gaining momentum, which is just an opener that adds extra rage to us. We have our starting spell, leverage, inflict 1 vulnerable and 4 future strike to all non-fatigued creatures. Inflict 1 weak and 6 she to all fatigued creatures. And then we have the starting artifact, which is literally just our ability to get into Zen State and draw is the 3rd time that we get into Zen State. So let's jump in. Nothing further ado. We have, Redo. Baby, Redo is so good. It's 0 energy, recur 1 random, upgrades to recur 2 randoms. So 0 energy cards matter so much more with this character because 0 energy cards are a really good way to try and get into the Zen State and still leave yourself with energy to play cards after you're in the Zen State. Especially a card that is free, refunds 2 cards back into your hand, any of which could also be abilities, giving you the ability to chain off. So not only does it like start your Zen chain, but it also refills your hand to continue your Zen chain. And if you whiff hard on the ones you pull, you can just purge them. So it's energy gain as well. This card is super good. There's also no time, apply vulnerable 1, inflict damage equal to Future Strike, and set Future Strike to 0. The unupgraded version does not have apply vulnerable 1. I think I'm probably going to try and put that in the deck very, very quickly here. We also have the no Kondo. We saw this a couple of runs ago, I believe. Each time your discard is reshuffled, Echo Wall 2, Echo Wall again, is any damage inflicted by a creature will be dealt back to the attacker after their action. The value ticks down by 1 at the start of our turn. Might use that, might not use that, really depends. We also have Timeless. I love this. We've got a really, really good starter pack here. Redo, No Time, and Timeless I'm really excited to be playing with. Timeless. This turn, all Future Strike inflicted will be converted to she. So it kind of seems fine at the moment. And then the upgrade will be additionally converted to she. So effectively do double damage this turn. And then half of that damage can run off onto other enemies. It's huge. There's also Unload over here. Deal 16 damage, sit 1. Upgrades to deal 21 damage. I think I might be undervaluing just like large damage cards. Combination Strike is also in here. It's one of our mastered cards. Future Strike 4 twice, upgrades to thrice. And it also has follow-up, so if it's cast in the chain, that is to say if I've cast an attack before this, or if I'm already in Zen, I'll draw 1 card as well. So anything that helps me refuel my hand is pretty good. So we'll take Combination Strike. We're actually now going to start looking at the Guardians and their blessings before we go to the vault as well. So here we have the Blessing of Patience from Battleround 6 onwards during the Void fight. So if the fight is pretty slow, well, not necessarily pretty slow, but start each turn with 50% rage. I mean, we're an attrition deck in many ways, so that seems quite useful for us. We also have the Void will start with 20% damage taken. That's just, you know, very, very good. Start the fight with Void with stealth and full energy. Also really good. Start next run with a random potion. Probably don't need that. Okay, 4 random potions in the backpack, 5 souls. We'll have a quick look at the map. So we do have a soul collector on this map. How likely am I to be able to get 20 souls before I go to that soul collector? Like, not at all. Let's assume that my path is going to be something like around there, across. And then it'd be down to that, and then down to that. Yeah, okay, so I'm not going to the soul collector this floor, which means that I probably don't need the 5 souls, which means I'm probably going... In fact, I'm probably going this path then, right? All that way around there, drop down to... Actually, we'll use the potion vendor to drop down to you, so then I can cut back up through the battle plan, go back to another chest. We'll look at all of this mapping later. Sorry, I literally only brought it up to see whether or not I needed the souls here, or rather, would have preferred the souls. I'm gonna go for the random common artifact. Ooh, we also got a Void Stone to start with, and we got the Smelling Salts artifact. This is start each fight with Echo Wall 2. That is not bad. That is not... Whew, that's good. Wow, that's a common? I'm very, very pleased with that. Okay, now the early fights, I can skew aggressive, so I'm going to cut a defend. Actually, I'm going to cut 2 defends just for more aggressive cards. That redo, I'm already looking at with this Black Void Stone, like, that seems like a really good thing to do, because then you can get 2... Oh god, yeah, redo is such a good turn with that. The only thing is, redo expels, so we'd only be able to do that once per fight. I've really got to make sure that I haven't got some great option coming forwards before I try and commit to that. Don't want to give up the only Black Void Stone I might get in this run. Alright, Forsaken. Okay, so this is Future Strike 3 twice. Openers for plus 25% rage. So between the gaining momentum and a lashing kick, I should be able to set up a target to die in 2 turns easily. So I want 2 targets to die on the same turn, so the battle progress bar ends. So I'm going to go for that hit there. Also throw out a lashing. Throw out a lashing on this side as well. Yes, 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 yes. All of the dark. What am I likely to be able to draw? Decent amount of damage left in the deck. Once I get the recur. Cool. Go for the Dark Acolyte, and then I'm going to defend for the next turn, as well as forecast the combination strike so that it's 0 cost. It's usually 2. It looked like it was 1 cost there, literally just because I was in Zen state when I saw it. Okay, that target's already dead. Target's already dead. And then I'm also going to get the 5 block for next turn, just in case. Great. I don't know what that was just in case of. I should have known it wasn't going to be relevant. It's totally fine. I just immediately end my turn and win. Okay. Redo desperately wants an upgrade, but so many cards here really do as well. So upgrade's doing that thrice. Yeah, look, redo is always going to be in this deck, so I know that that upgrade won't go astray because I'm not going to, remove it afterwards, right? Let's go to this treasure. Hopefully we get some upgrade. Ugh, really want some upgrade points here. Clear Image, She-6 twice. Open a Foresight 1. There's Blessed Recovery with a heal and expel. Clarity as well. I already have a copy of Clarity, so I'm going to take Blessed Recovery. I'm probably not going to use it, but I'll have it. Bulwark. Bulwark is really good. Each turn, draw 1 the first time a block card is played. One of the biggest weaknesses of this character is their lack of access to draw. So if we took that Bulwark, right? We took that Bulwark and we gave it the Black Void Stone. So anytime I played a card with block on, or specifically a block card, I should be clear, then I would just draw 2 cards. Yeah, I actually think like that solves all of my problems. Careful advance, supply sheet. No. Okay, let's mark our map. Sorry, I didn't do this before. So it's gonna be there. Like those are just deterministic. Those are the ones I just have to do based on the path I've already taken. Down, and then because that's the only exit, I can actually go down again and then go up. We don't care about that second chance. Better future, yeah, don't really care about that either. Swift kick. So we can see over here, Swift Kick has 0 cost. It is 5 Future Strike, and it's desync. Desync is the keyword for does not trigger or does not contribute to your Zen chain. However, if you upgrade it, it removes the desync and increases its Future Strike. This is part of the point that I was making when I was saying that 0 costs are so ridiculously good on this character. The 0 costs that they have in their own base set all have desync on them so that you can't just abuse them, right, to get into Zen state so easily. So that's a good example of why, why 0 costs are so important. Gloomshroom. Any adjustments I really want to make to the deck for Gloomshroom? Opener is slow 1, block 3. Follow-up is inflict 4 damage, apply vulnerable 2. Upgrades to slow 1, 7 block, and then follow-up. I mean, maybe it's good. I think I'm undervaluing Chaotic Blur because I want to get both the opener and follow-up effects, and I know that's not possible because the opener is if this is the first card played this turn, and follow-up is if this isn't the first card played this turn, because you have to either already be in Zen or have your chain currently active. So both of those required you have played a card first that turn, because you exit Zen at the end of your turn, right? Maybe if there was a relic that said something like, start every 3rd turn in Zen or something like that, Chaotic Blur would be very easy to put into that deck. But I find I'm poisoned against it a little bit because of that fact. I'm gonna take no time here so that I can kind of haste through this a bit. I really want Timeless, but it's just not good yet. Unload actually might be good enough here to take instead of gaining momentum as well. Literally just get some more base damage in the deck. Okay, I think we're fine. Unload. Okay, so if we get 25% rage, that is, unload goes up to 20 damage by itself. 20 damage by itself means... Actually, you know what? I'll set up the vulnerability with the leverage here as well. So it goes to 30 damage by itself. So I can actually kill the Blightwort in 2 turns time, the gaining momentum in the unload here. And in fact, I'm going to do exactly that. Wait. 20... 30. Yeah, so I do still need another attack against the Blightwort. The key is how many attacks do I need against them? Now, this is choose a card to send to the discard because this is sifting. Cool. We'll sift past the defense. Really wish I could use Accommodation Strike for the extra draw right now. I might be able to, actually. Yeah. I was able to, and in fact, the 2 cards that I ended up drawing confirm that we'll get the kill. Do they not? Yeah, they do. Let's redo. Pop 2 defends there. Then I can gaining momentum and combination strike, and then... Whoops. Completely whiffed that. Literally just could have kicked that turn and we'd be fine. There you go. We'll go for the overkill this time to make up for it. No time to wait around for you, friend. I think Bulwark just goes in the deck already. Let's cut... Let's cut Gaining Momentum, put Bulwark in the deck there. Pop Chaotic Blur in instead as well. I'm trying to experiment more with the cards that I actually end up getting. I feel like I've been overly careful, maybe, might be the way to say it so far, with respect to utilization of the actual cards that I'm unlocking. Alright, Ghostly Piranha. Go for it. Bulwark in the opening hand, though. No, I need to go for the kills already. So this is going to be... because you are going to attack next turn. Right, because they'll pretty much alternate broadly. And then Future Strike triggers before the enemy. Yeah, because it's before the threat stack as well. So yeah, we go for all of our lashing against the Ghostly Piranha here. Then Combination Strike for the follow-up. Redo. Interesting. I'm going to hit again. Okay, no time. That's actually really exciting as well. We'll redo. Got Bulwark. I'm going to leverage literally just so I can get the Ghostly Piranha down in 2 turns time. Purge that. Bulwark. And actually, I am going to make Unload cost less as well. Hopefully I get some block next turn, because yikes. Some block at least. Gosh, yeah. This is not looking good. One target down. 2 targets down. Yeah. Yeah, this was a really, really, really badly handled fight. Just a not good. Just a really not good bad on my part, yeah. Let's go with the unload on the one that's attacking. Foreseen a defense on me, thank you. Try and thin it down to literally just the 1 target on the field. Should make for a much comfier existence. Interesting. Hang on. No time. Inflict damage equal to your Future Strike, say Future Strike. Okay, so because this doesn't trigger Future Strike, instead it just inflicts damage equal to Future Strike and then sets Future Strike to 0, it doesn't add a fatigue. I was thinking it was about to add a fatigue. Like, honestly, like, the card's text makes complete sense. I should not have expected it to add a fatigue. It's just, that is part of the value that I had previously foreseen in it. It's gotta be money. Just had to be. There's another no time. I'm not feeling so great about the no time in the deck anymore. God, I really want upgrades though. We're really upgrade staffed here. So if I do my path, right, go all the way down there, up and across. Maybe I actually want to cut down here at the very end, literally just try and get all of the upgrades that I can. Then jump along the bottom, getting enough suffering. Getting enough suffering after a void space, so it's possible they end up, you know, working together for us. Did I not color the map? I could have sworn I'd colored the map. We'll check that out. These creatures apply a lot of poison, burning, and fear. You can be punished for playing a lot of cards in a turn. I mean, our whole thing is kind of combo casting, so I wouldn't be surprised to just Bulwark and just like hard perch this turn. But also, I really need to get his start on him. There's a lot of damage left in the deck. Yeah. I probably should have done that next turn, so they would immediately get the damage dealt against them, so they're not having to worry about avoiding it due to invulnerability. Yeah, it seems like it would have been the right play. Yeah, it's dearly gonna cost me. Oh god, another Black Voidstone up there, eh? Good to see it, good to see it. Okay, this could be a good hand that saves us. It's fine, then I double defend. Okay. Is there any way that I can actually get enough damage out here? I think there still is, right? Let's do that. We'll... No time at you. One more. Purge Lashing. Same on the same target. Purge this one, then unload. Okay, so that'll get the kill before we take the threat stack. Whew. I should bring it back there at the very end. Do I need any of these potions? AoE for us is a little weak, so that exploding bottle doesn't look awful. I could certainly take that. Energy potion just seems great. I want to save my resources. So that's the idea there. Voidstones for sale. God, that could be so good though. There's no way to get both of these upgrades as well as that Voidstone, unfortunately, though. This also ends up taking me through a shrine, which is just more resources for later, right? I don't have to spend my resources this floor. There are shops next floor. So this would be that. Still feel pretty good about this path. I think we'll be able to evaluate it more as we go on, though. God, I really, really just want that Bulwark upgrade right now. It feels like it's so desperately necessary. Wave of Focus. I actually still probably want to put this in the deck, even despite the fact that I'm a Future Strike deck wrecker now. This is just it's such a good card. Okay, I know this. Let's purge the Chaotic Blood, then use Gaining Momentum, Lash, and the Unload, then redo and try and go again. Bulwark 0 cost, love that. Wait! No, I didn't put it in my discard pile. Well, I could have possibly gotten it back after that. I didn't, but I could have. Let's sift past another card. Probably in no time. Probably use my spell next turn as well. Okay, 27 incoming this turn, but that's contingent on the Hellmongrel living, which it's not going to. Probably end up killing the Forsaken Puppy this turn too. So we go Lashing combination on it. Thankfully, we can decide afterwards if we actually want to trigger the leverage. We don't need vulnerability on them first. It just needs to be on them when the Future Strike would trigger. I'll still do it. Should pre-block some for next turn. I do worry that we're actually going to have to take that turn's worth of damage. Yeah. Yeah, that was a founded concern, it appears. If you're wondering why I'm supremely overkilling the Forsaken Puppy and not targeting the Cinderhound, it's because whenever it is the target of an attack card, the Cinderhound deals 3 damage back to your threat stack. So I only want to deal damage to it when I'm about to kill it. And in fact, I'll take this turn off. We've got good cards for this in the future. 3, block. And then basically any amount ought be enough here. Okay, another 2 souls. We find Bruce. Creature is immune to vulnerable, can also heal from bleed. Do I want to pop the... Actually, yeah, I'll pop Blessed Recovery in here instead of the repeating deflection. I really want Timeless upgraded too. God. There is a lot of this deck that just... As soon as Bulwark and Timeless are upgraded, like, this deck goes the hell off. But I've had so much difficulty finding upgrades so far. Do I want to cut out the other no time from the deck right now? I think so. I think so. Wave of Focus matters here, doesn't it? Yeah, it does, because we're solo against Bruce. So this is just 10 damage to Bruce effectively for it's 10 damage. It's not bad, but also not ridiculous. If it had a Void Stone on it so that every time it triggered it would also block 4, well then we've got something to work with, you know? Pretty sure we just go into the fight now, though. Every third heavy card played will cost 0. That's actually not impossible for us to trigger. Do we... Wait, no, that's our backpack right now. We've got 1 heavy card in the deck. Okay, these are both Enlightened, so they're not considered heavy. What? Sorry, this one's Enlightened, so it's not considered heavy. So we've literally just got that 1 heavy in the deck, the unload. Unlikely to put more heavies in the deck. Okay, so probably not that one then. Flame Shield, I do like automatic defense, but I also think with the Bulwark, we are very likely to be defending ourselves as well. Every 6th ability card played, gain 50% rage. Bingo. That's the one for us. All right, this is a really good turn. Repeating deflection will return them. We also get useful block for next turn out of doing that. We'll unload to sift past. There's not much defense left in this deck at this point, so I'm going to sift past a Lashing. And slow kick him. Yeah. You're immune to vulnerable as well, so I'll use this ability on turn 1 because I guess I just want to set up the Future Strike earlier and set up the cooldown earlier as well. Okay. I mean, this is just a super straightforward turn. Now that we've got a stack of fatigue out there now, Should help us scale. What's left in the deck? Mostly attacks. Probably going to take damage this turn. Never mind. We managed to worm our way out of that one. I mean, repeating deflection just pays for itself, or rather draws. But I don't know if I want that. I want to unload here. I think so. It gives me more control over the future of the deck. Chaotic Blur actually turned out to be quite good. I'll cut Clarity because there's nothing else in there that I actually really want to give the Foresight to. 2 to discard. That's actually annoying. So I'm not going to be able to trigger anything this turn then. Well, I'll discard those 2 then, and then use a deflection. Leave a focus, and then hard purge those 2. Yikes. The incoming damage next turn is actually pretty significant. I lack Weaken in this deck. Definitely one of the weaknesses of this deck is that I lack access to any Weaken. Gosh, we really weren't far. Yeah, what's that, 32? We're extremely close to actually being able to kill Bruce before it really did anything here. Pretty proud of that. Let's get rid of the defend in there that I'm not going to need, and then boom, get him. That could have been so much worse. Quite pleased, in fact. We also got another Black Void Stone there, so at this point, it feels real bad not to be using any of them. What do we use them for, though? I mean, Redo just sets us up for a huge turn. As long as we don't get Redo in the opening hand. Is it as long as we don't get Redo in the opening hand? I think it's kind of still fine to get it in the opening hand. Look, let's just have a super powerful turn in the deck. And then Bulwark. I think we're going hard in on that. We do need it upgraded naturally still. As for Rage, there are a lot of these that we will cast at the start of a turn. And honestly, we will cast Defends at the start of a turn a lot of the time here. I think I can put it on Chaotic Blur even, in fact, as an opener itself. We'll use those as openers a lot of the time because we're going to be using Bulwark to try and draw cards off of them. Opening move, inflict 16 damage. Opener, also gain 1 energy. I could literally just put a green Void Stone on that and then put it in an opening hand occasionally. But I don't want to do that because the green Void Stone could be important later. Okay, I think I'm comfortable with that right now. I think there's nothing that I want to rig. Infecty. They become stronger rapidly as the fight goes on. Their infection cards feed their strength. I think I'm fine here. I do think the substitution of opening move and a rigging on the opening move would actually really help here. Oh god. Are we actually going to? Yeah. Yeah, we'll do it. Good hit, you got me. Allow me to retort. Okay, that's apparently not a block card. I could have sworn it said block on it. Look, it has to say block in the actual the card descriptions. I'm entirely aware of why it didn't work. Do not worry. It's more of a jokey thing than anything else right there. Okay. I need to get 2 of them down on this turn, ideally. So we'll set you up pretty hard. Let's pop a clarity on combination. 44. Redo again. You know, I'm actually going to pop another clarity on the unload. Literally just give myself a very good draw. Couldn't guarantee a kill here. But I should be able to guarantee a couple this turn. Not necessarily execute on them, but definitely guarantee them, I think. 24, okay, and then the Sif goes over there. We'll get past the Blessed Recovery. Wave of Focus is great. That'll actually start the kills this turn if I wanted to. Do I want to start the kills this turn? No, I'd probably leave Wave of Focus in hand until next turn then, right? Let's definitely use a Blessed Recovery here. I'm gonna hold the Wave of Focus in hand. So the idea is that next turn I play the Wave of Focus. Rude of them to have done what they just did, but it's fine. That still goes there. That still goes there. And then the Wave of Focus still goes out. The clarity on unload. And then this happens. They combo off for a couple turns there. And then this should already be the kill. No? Miscount something? Turn 5. 5 player turn. So, the new round is on me. Wait, hang on. Deal 9. No. Okay, so the Future Strike turn was last turn. So yeah, I actually did have longer in the fight to the point that it actually dealt me damage. I should try and increment the battle plan as much as I can. Okay, we finally got an upgrade point. Popping on that Bulwark. That one's already in the deck. Gloomshroom, Blightwoods. The deck is basically as good as it's going to get against those, I believe. Okay, this is fine. This is just lash, 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 redo, lash, lash, redo. Get him, get him, get him. Bring him back. Get him again. Bring him back again. Purge this. And for that, maybe remove fleeting deflection. Get him again. And then we'll use the spell next turn. We'll have collected the kill already. Short on defense always. I need to find a secondary or tertiary way of defending myself, I think. Maybe I have skewed the deck too far away from defense right now. I think that might actually be the case. Shield Wall, block 15, block an additional 1 for each ability played this turn. That's not extremely unlikely for me to use it. Battle Insight, Future Strike 5 twice, upgrades to thrice. That's pretty, that's 15. That's not nothing. Zen Vision 1. Vision 1 is choose a card from your discard to place on top of your deck. Upgrade, yeah, even on the upgrade, it's still only Vision 1. Energy's already my problem, right? I'll take Shield Wall. Whether or not I put it in the deck at the moment is a completely different issue. One thing I think we do is cut that and then pop another repeating deflection. Actually, I'm going to cut another one and put the shield wall in as well. The slower this deck gets, the more we get towards putting no Kondo in here as well. But I don't think we're at that point yet. Get punished for playing a lot of cards in the turn? Fine. I'll only play a lot of cards every turn. What? That's not what I was supposed to do? I I mean, I guess I'll just take 3 energy into the next turn. God, I'm not going to have time to play that Bulwark, am I? Get past that clarity, definitely, though. I may have made a terrible decision there. Yeah, I feel like I did now. Well, already hard committed to it, so... Ow. There we go. Stop M damage. Stop M damaging me. Just got discard. God, as much as I want the wave of focus out there, I'm going to Bulwark, double purge those and Shield Wall, giving me actually 2 cards back in hand, so I can purge those and get myself some extra energy ongoing for the next turn at least. I might actually go for the 5 block next turn with that one there. Then next turn use the ability. Yeah. Okay, we've drawn Redo. It's not awful. It's not great either. Foresight, the Shield Wall, Redo, getting both of those back. Foresight, the Unload, so we could have an immediate turn. Should we have drawn that? We didn't. It's fine, though. 13. Yeah, I think we're just taking the 13 this turn as well. Gosh. We're just taking a lot of damage at this point. Getting well and truly beyond the amount of damage we should just take. I just need defense. Yeah, there we go. We found another one. Now that we can, we'll just make sure that we can get you down with as few ability cards played, right? 15. Never mind, we want to play as many as we can. Yeah, this seems to make more sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then wave of focus. There's another upgrade point for us. Shield Wall Guts. Shield Wall scales really good with this, actually, the upgrades that we could possibly give it. But we already know our next upgrade is Timeless. Yeah, because our whole goal is with the Bulwark, we start our turns out by playing a bunch of skills, and then we just combo out with attacks afterwards. So things like gaining momentum don't really have a place in this deck anymore either. Because it's an opener that's an attack, and we're using our defenses as openers to get us into Zen. Okay, another Shrine. As much as I really want to go for that health right now, I feel like we just became much more competent in terms of our defense. We're skewed heavily defensive at the moment, right? God, I actually just want a yellow Void Stone right now. It's a wild position for me to be in. That's not usually my beg. A single creature fight where the creature gets stronger as I purge cards. That should be fine. As long as I'm very, very careful about the amount I purge, when I purge. Each time you purge a card, it gets feast value up by 1. When it reaches 3, it resets and gains 2 AP. I can do so much this turn. Plus 2 AP. I mean, we had double Bulwark out there. You have to continue trying to get the turn to go up, you know? Set up vulnerability. God, I wish I could just burn that redo. Let's set up even more vulnerability. Purge one more card. How many cards have we played in the chain? Yes, okay, so I've only got 2 cards left that I can cast. That's fine. Unload and Lashing Kick. We definitely want defense left in the deck. That Timeless is going to go, I think. Then Lashing Kick. Okay, next turn is turn 2 as well, so we can set up the spell on that turn. So I'm going to use a Repeating Deflection here. Cut a Lashing Kick to another one. Yep. In fact, we'll cut another Lashing Kick and use Combination Strike for the draw here. That worked out. So hopefully we've got the enemy down in 2 turns' time. I say 2 turns' time because that was a Future Strike triggering turn, and we know that we're probably only going to kill them on a Future Strike triggering turn in the future anyway. 2, 3, 4. And it's got to be this one if we're going to have a good result from this fight, ultimately. Yeah, that's 100. I'm fine. Whew. Oh, got a little tense there. All right, Bring the Thunder. Gain rage 50% X times where X is equal to your energy. Rage 0, reduce energy to 0. Now, I said before that I didn't understand why this wasn't an X cost kind of thing, or I think I was actually talking about a different card that had the same kind of impact of do this X times, you know, where X is equal to your energy and then reduce energy to 0. There's also another keyword in this game called Siphon. We'll have a look at that in the future, but I'm pretty sure Siphon says basically the same text as this card, which is trigger the effect X times where X is equal to your energy and then reduce your energy to 0. So there might already be nomenclature in the game for this kind of like X cost effect in calling it a Siphon card. Let's have the upgrade points over here. Nice. Chaotic Blur. Because it doesn't actually count as a block card, I feel way worse about Chaotic Blur right now, and I don't want to invest an upgrade into it because I suspect I'm probably not going to keep that. That Future Strike is also really, really appealing, literally just being a free trigger. Is it? Not is it a free trigger, but is it really appealing? Maybe it's not. That Better Future is also a block card that gives vision, but unfortunately it's not counted as a block card. So probably not going to want to use that one that much. Let's go back to the deck. Unload for 5 more damage. Yeah, 5 damage does matter. The shield wall just feels really important. So does Wave of Focus, actually, though. We're going to have larger amounts to block against in the future. I'm going to take the shield wall. Deceleration, great. Apply slow 1. If the target was already slow, apply weak 2 instead. As we've been cutting all of the lashing kicks, and as we continue to cut more of the lashing kicks out of this deck, we're going to increasingly need something like that. I think I'm going to put the blue Void Stone on Timeless, because I want to make sure that my hand after playing Timeless is extremely aggressive. I think it'll help with that. They increase their frenzy each turn. They're able to heal and remove debuffs. They require focused assaults to take down before they get out of control. However, taking down one of them is already 100% of the battle bar progress, so I'd feel decently capable. Wow, this is just not a great opening hand. Yeah, yikes. Guess I'm gonna go for she, Chaotic Blur to set up on her bit. Oh, of course it's not follow-up. Literally, that just gave me rage because I... Oh, God. That's my bad. My bad intel. Yikes. Okay, definitely get a repeating deflection, redo, and all that stuff this turn. Double up on those and get that back. Then I'm going to Wave of Focus and Clarity the Bulwark redo, because I'd actually pretty much appreciate anything in return from that. 1, 2, 3. Hold the shield wall? We've got 20 block incoming next turn. I don't know if I need to hold this shield wall. In fact, I do know that I need the extra energy, certainly. Sorry about that slight pause there. Just had some handyman I had to let in. Alright. Still not really getting the yellow void gem that I was looking for, but it's fine. It's fine. It'll turn up, I think. I hope. It's my round 3, so it goes their round 3 afterwards. Okay, so we're not getting Future Strike yet, so let's Lashing Kick, and then... We haven't done... Yeah, we're not Bulwarked up yet. So we might end up drawing into the Bulwark this turn. Not going to have much energy next turn. But the Bulwark is 0 cost right now because we already hit it with a Foresight. So I can play a Bulwark and then a Repeating Deflection afterwards pretty happily. It's got a Lashing Strike then. This target's fatigued, so I'm actually going to use the leverage right now just to weaken this target. And in weakening them, just decrease the incoming damage a little bit. Okay, so we hard double play Bulwark and then Repeating Deflection. This target's already dead this turn because it's not attacking. Or rather, so it's not attacking. The other ones on the board are pretty scary. But this is my best chance for dealing with them effectively in the future. I believe, at least. I think Wave of Focus needs to be played, and I think I need extra energy going forwards. I'm going to purge those, play the Wave of Focus. There's 32 incoming. It is my hope that we can make sure that they are killed this turn. I feel like my hope has been misplaced. Oh no, shield wall! Never mind. My hope has always been correctly placed. And I will hear no... otherwise. Dissent is the word I was looking for. Just couldn't find it up in your brain. Okay. Heavy attack, heavy attack, heavy attack. I mean, like, we've almost certainly already got the kill. Yeah, because this is definitely a trigger turn. So, unload, hit him again. Hit him one more time for good luck. Draw a bunch of cards. Oh my god. Full defend just in case. But yeah, the she'll take care. I love it when she actually triggers like a catalyzed chain reaction through all of my enemies. Every time you cast your spell, tick this item up by 1. When it reaches 3, your spell's cooldown will be reset. I don't love that. I could destroy the item for souls, and I wouldn't feel too bad about it. I've never taken this Stew of Bad Memories, though. Maybe I don't love it because I've never taken it. I'm about to be really impressed when I take it. We do have an expensive spell, right? Spell's cooldown to be reset. So it's literally like every third time you play it, third time you use your spell, use it twice, right? That's basically what it says. Because you'd want to put it on cooldown immediately so that you can benefit from the Stew of Bad Memories in the future. Okay, it's not always that, but oftentimes it will be that. So how does this really benefit us then? It benefits us because we add extra stacks of vulnerability to targets that don't have fatigue and extra stacks of weak to the targets that do have fatigue. Is that enough? In the Void fight, the Void removes 2 buffs every single turn. 2 debuffs every single turn, rather. So 1 is equal to 2 in the Void fight. I'm going to destroy the item. I don't want to just include a Void that I have to remove later if I don't, think I'm actually going to benefit from it. At the start of combat, choose a card from your deck to add to your hand. Lose 1 energy. That just means I can set up my Bulwark on turn 1 every single time. Wow, wow. Owie, wowie, look at this whole deck. We got Bulwark and we got the redo in hand. So what do I have to do here then? We want to Bulwark 2 times at the start of the fight, return the... Yeah, okay, never mind, we're fine. It's literally just whatever I want to put in this hand. I don't need to... How well do I have to defend next turn? 16 incoming damage, so... Honestly, probably just a repleting deflection. So then we... Bulwark. Double purge these. Bulwark. Redo getting those 2 back. Then purge these 2. Play both repeating deflections. Redo 1 more time and then go off for damage. Clarity have anything it really wants to hit in the deck at this point? Timeless is still a pretty good hit with Clarity. Purge one of those and then go for that draw then. You get 3 more cards I get to play for free. So 1, 2, and then we'll Clarity through to... Does it have to be Shield Wall? No, we're already blocking 16 next turn. I'm gonna go with the Timeless actually. I think we can really like start going. Okay. Hopefully we draw Timeless here. We did not. Purge, probably unload to be honest. Play the other repeating deflection and then a lesser recovery. There we go. Okay, we got Timeless. Okay, Timeless, drop the Shield Wall, and then just Future Strike and get a bunch of She on this target. Nice. Okay, Chaotic Laura is totally fit to be a follow-up here. Don't like how that went down, though. Set up the vulnerability on the enemy, but I think I have to purge the rest of this. Just get some extra energy going forwards. Yeah, because we're going to need to generate 15 blocks somehow next turn. So we're going to pop out the ability. Enemy's already vulnerable. Keep up their vulnerability stacks here. All right. Beam deflection. Okay, we already have our solution here in the Shield Wall. And in fact, we might as well activate that. Then just go as hard as we can. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 more cycle ought to be enough to kill. Thankfully, we're cycling through the deck quick enough now that... Nice, that we can routinely actually be full blocked. Go Chaotic and then repeating again. Drop Timeless because I don't think I need that much block this turn. And then Clarity. Nice, because I thought I was probably going to draw another attack, and we did. Good kill. Love it. Alright, Spellchild. Next card you play will be 0 energy. Wow. Scavenge! Ooh, yikes. That seems like that plus the thing of bad memories would be really good. I didn't expect that I'd find spells here with such high cooldowns. Energy Hap is also really, really interesting. Get off to your combo real quick. God, I wonder if I buy that. I've experimented very, very rarely with spells. If I took that, basically, I think I would be taking that in place of the clarity in the deck, right? I already have vulnerability applied by all the... Yeah, let's take an energy tap. And select it even. Alright, Guardian. Fight tips, the Sow has low base damage, but no limit to her gradually growing frenzy. It's fine, we have slow in the deck. While her children have the ability to explode and deal damage with the more cards you play. That's fine. Hopefully we get to stack enough block at the time to be able to still counter that. It's a Bulwark in the opening hand. Got a Bulwark and a Defend in the opening hand, so Bulwark. Probably Bulwark, Hero Power Bulwark, right? And then just... Purge, Defend. So, I literally just need the ability to get into combo. Take that. Bulwark. Purge the cost. Bulwark again. Right? And then Chaotic Blur, Purge. Repeating play. Pull back 2. Then I can Purge 2 and I can pull back 2 as well in order to get back to... Or in Zen, rather. So it really doesn't matter what I purge. Okay. Then we use Chaotic Blur to set up the vulnerability as well as this Rage. Start lashing as hard as we can. Go for the draw first just in case. Okay, 3 cards. So I can actually hard play all of these, right? 1, 2, 3. Oh. It's not got perfect fight anymore. Shield Wall does feel like it wants to be left in hand, right? Because you're about to blow up, I'll play the Repeating Deflection in 2, so we'll play the Clarity here on Timeless. Get the damage dealt to us, and then Repeating Deflection. I honestly think I'm just going to sap this 5 and leave the Shield Wall in hand. But then I don't get to play the Unload. Unload's pretty good right now. Maybe I purge the Wave of Focus so that I can do that. Sure. Incoming damage next turn is not huge, so I can happily drop that. And the Shield Wall. I should have done that earlier. If the incoming... Yeah, incoming damage next turn was quite low, and I wasn't going to hold the Shield Wall for 2 more turns, so I really should have just used it earlier. That's my bad. It's definitely going to be Timeless here. So we'll Repeating Deflection first for the double draw. Okay, Timeless probably through to Clarity. Play Repeating... Sorry, Blessed Recovery, just some defense. Get some extra energy banked up. And now do I hold Shield Wall anymore? Next turn, it's possible that I trigger those loaded piglets. Is it? We got 1 draw in there. Definitely triggering this one next turn. For what? 8 damage? It's pretty minimal. Also got defense in there. Sure. I'll take the extra energy in hand space then. What'd you do? My deck and discard will be swapped. Okay, well. Nice. Thank you, I guess. Choose card, discard, Clarity, and then... I mean, I might as well just Shield Wall. Purge 1 final card. Nice. Okay. We're getting extremely close to the kill here, as you can see. Big Bertha's basically 1 turn from dead. If I start out with the defend here... It's not unlikely we can kill this turn. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I knew that was going to be available the entire time. Why? It didn't give me the ability to actually upgrade 2 cards. Fine, we'll go for Void Stones then. What do we get? We got 2 purples? I mean, I guess I do need energy. I just really want the Wave of Focus to have the yellow Void Stone. All right, Combo Strike. Why don't you get some purple and clarity as well? Got 1 potion of stealth going forwards as well. Could certainly be a lot better. Okay, Clairvoyance, Vision 2, delayed block 10. Not bad, not bad. I think that actually has a lot of a role to play in this, because we play the Clairvoyance. I don't know how this would work, right? I play Clairvoyance with the Vision trigger before my draw, because then this is just choose 2 cards from your discard pile, put them into your hand with my Bulwarks. No condos down there. There's also a treasure. Future Strike twice. Vision 1, we've seen that one before. There's the Cursed Item as well. Time Strike, Riposte. Riposte is interesting. It's an attack and a block, which I guess literally just gives me a aggressive trigger for my Bulwarks. Outpace. Block 14, block 2 for each stack of fatigue across all creatures. That's definitely an up-off. I'm just going to pop that right down now. Memento Mori. Inflict damage equal to half of the target's future strike. Slay, transfer their future strike. Upgrade of this is just make it cost 2. Is that really something we want in this deck? This deck is more of a slow grinder kind of value thing. How high do we even really stack? I mean, in later on fights, we'll stack it pretty high after we've got fatigue on targets. So damage equal to half of their future strike at that point is going to be like 50 damage for 2 energy. Plus it goes against vulnerability typically. Okay, I'm probably going to path that in as well. Flurry of Blows, future strike 2 to random target 6 times. Tar Shield. I kind of want to go to the Void Stones down there as well. Ooh, defensive attack. Inflict 20 damage, block 5, and delayed block 5. Upgrades to... oh, nice! 20 damage, block 10, and delayed block 10. I would not be entirely surprised to see myself take that defensive attack there. It's a very, very, very good Foresight target, as you might imagine. Mind over Matter, add all cards with Foresight Castle into your hand. We're not going to be doing that much this turn. Furious Assault, it's a 1-cost heavy attack. Deal 6 damage, deal an additional 6 for each attack blade this turn. I still feel like we're more of a defensive deck than that. Discipline, don't want that. State of Mind, when entering Zen, inflict 4 Shi to all. Purge, inflict 2 Shi to all. I don't know. I always try and use the State of Mind when I see it, but I don't know if I've ever really gotten a great effect out of it, you know? Mind Blast, there's another desyncing Mind Blast there. As much as I want that treasure, it feels like we go, like, up. But if I go up, I can't even get... But do I just want 2 upgrades? Because if I just want 2 upgrades, it's bup. Can't take that, right? So actually, if I want as many upgrades as I can get from this floor because I feel confident in my deck, and do I feel confident in my deck? Honestly, upgrading a couple of those repeating deflections is going to make me feel significantly more confident. Getting a couple better defensive cards in the deck is going to make me pretty confident. Let's actually have a look back at the map, because that's in the path. Basically, these two are exclusive, right? I can either get this one down here or I can get Memento Mori, because if I want to get the upgrade down here as well as this upgrade, I have to curl around from the top down and then cut back out that way, which means I have to ignore the elite, right? The path has to be and if I go in from the bottom, if I choose that, then I can't choose the path back up, so I would have to choose that and then go out that way. The thing is, I think that relics really hold a lot of solutions for us right now. There are a lot of relics that would generate extra energy, generate extra card value, or specifically generate extra block for me right now that I'd be really interested in. So I feel like my salvation very much does lie in the hands of the Memento Moris and such. God, am I really passing up that shrine? So, like, I guess my proposed path right now is this? Actually, Tower Shield. It might not be Tower Shields. Oh god, and then we missed that as well. Defensive attack is so good in this though. Then we go what? That feels so wasteful. We're missing out on both treasures. I mean, unless the treasures have upgrade points, I don't really want them that much right now. I definitely don't need souls from them. We can probably buy everything at the Soul Collector without a problem right now. Like 20 plus 14 plus 10 plus 7, 17, 14, 21, 41. Yeah, so we can buy all of the relics pretty easily, as well as the random relic, right? 20. No, wait. By the time we get there, we'll probably be able to do that, especially if we path through the two elites. I think I'm going to commit to this path. I think I've taken, like, what, 12 minutes? Oh, God, I'm sorry. Look, you don't get this far on the Rhapsody channel without learning. I'm a bit long-winded sometimes. And by sometimes, I mean all of the time. Except for in real life. Pretty much mute. I say real life. This is a very large contingent to my real life. It's just, I'm not anxious in this environment, which makes me much more capable of talking. These creatures will get stronger for every zero-cost card you play and have the ability to gain high amounts of fortitude. That's... every zero-cost card you play. It seems like a problem, because I'm probably just playing zero-cost cards, ideally. There's the Bulwark again. We'll set that up. Bulwark has proven itself to be incredibly important here. Pop that. Do it again. Clarity and Deflection, I wouldn't be entirely sad to use. Oh, we got a redo. Okay. Pop the Clarity on a Shadwall. Recur some cards. Now we can go off. The Berserker's only 70. But if I kill the Berserker, then the resummon is like a Runic Pillar. Runic Pillars themselves can be pretty annoying, but the Berserker is the real problem on this board. Gains 1 Frenzy for each zero-cost card played. Will reduce his Frenzy to 0 at the end of the turn. Oh, gosh. Well, I guess I can slow you, so I can, you know, set it back down while you're setting it back up, you know? Try and pull those back with a redo and do it again, I guess. I mean, at least you got Echo Walled Summit Fierce for doing that to me, so. Start out with a Shield Wall for the full block. We can follow up the Timeless. I think I'm actually just going to go really hard on the offense here if I have the ability. Then a... guess repeating Deflection. We have a Focus Slashing Kicks. Hard purge those two. Alright. Very, very comfortable with that kill. Just going to focus on taking down the runic pillar that's been around for one extra turn now. Let's start with a lashing kick because that one just gets removed. Repeating deflection. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, so I'm going to have to combo in a different fashion then. I will lashing over here and then combination strike for the extra draw. Cut that. Play again. And we just go off as hard as we can. Okay. 1, 2, and then easily flow out the deflection. Timeless does nothing this turn. I probably want to keep the shield wall in hand for the next turn as well. Now that we have the Berserker down, I can play as many zero-cost cards as I'd like, so it's not like that's my concern. Here, at least. Actually gonna hard purge the whole hand there. Yep, because with that kill, we were already hard blocked for the next turn. Two, three, hits the shield wall, and then we just go for kills. Right. It is turn 5. I guess I'll still focus on the runic pillar. No reason really to target away from that. Got rid of Timeless there because it's going to be slower than I need. So Wave of Focus and Lashing Kick there. Then Hard Purge the rest of my hand. Ideally, I want to leave the Battle Plan up. The enemy's not vulnerable. I played one. Why'd I do that? There you go. Okay, I'm just gotta play a bunch more skills to level it out. Then one more skill. Get him. I said I just want to hard upgrade some defense. Is one of them Clairvoyance? Deceleration. Apply 1 slow if the target is already slow. Apply 2 weak as well. I need weak and I need slow in this deck. And this is the first reasonable access to each of them. I mean, we have the slows in the base deck with Lashing Kicks, and we're probably going to leave Lashing Kicks in the deck, you know, for all time, basically. We may even swing back to a couple more of them. Yeah, sure, I'm taking the Deceleration now. We'll cut one of those for a Decel. Cursed item versus Battle Insight and upgrade card. It's extremely unlikely that I end up purging just one shrine there, so fine, I'm avoiding it. Veiled Watcher, they become stronger as I draw out weakness cards, they give them themselves. They can also become vengeful if I kill one and don't follow up on it. If I kill one and don't follow up on it. Yep, Bulwark. I don't understand if I kill one and don't follow up on it exactly what the impact is going to be here, but I'm definitely terrified of it. Well, that turn sucked. We've got our double bulwark out there, though, so we should be a bit more comfy going forwards, hopefully. God. Yikes, I cannot string together a combo for the life of me. Here's all my ability cards on the bottom of the deck. Guess I'll throw a clarity on the timeless and oof. Just oof, you know? Big oof hours. And there's 60 apiece, so I do want to kill 2 of them at the same time if at all possible. Start out with a repeating deflection. Interesting. I shouldn't timeless first because I don't want to redo that. So I'll repeating deflection again and then redo. Right, there's the shield wall. That's already all the solution that we need. I'm gonna timeless. Then start setting up as much shear as I can on the target. 4 more cards I can play. Cool. 1. Ooh, set up vulnerability even. No, that's not going to matter. 2. 3. Defend. Do I want to redo and try and go off again? Yes. Two, 3, and do 1 more. Okay. End to the next turn. We'll kill at least 2 of them, if not all of them. Target dies, passing over, not enough to kill the other one, unfortunately. Maybe I should have just powered up to use a sift that turn. Seems like it might have been more worthwhile. Defend. This one no longer defends us either. It's fine though, because we found the defense elsewhere, and now it's time to bup, 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 bup. This is what I was talking about in terms of the Memento Mori. You see how we stacked Future Strike to 96 on this single turn just because the enemy had fatigue on them. It's the kind of thing we're capable of. Okay, we definitely want to make sure we play 1 more. There we go. 1 more of those before we kill. Okay, in terms of our upgrades, does Clarity feel like it goes in the opening hand? Kind of does, doesn't it? So the argument behind Clarity going in the opening hand is oftentimes I will have either Redo or Bulwark or Clarity already in my opening hand. If I manage to get 2 of those in my opening hand and then fish for another one, my opening turn can pretty much always be use a Clarity to rig a card, then bring it back with Redo, and then use Clarity to rig another card. And then I can start going off because I'm already in Zen, as well as I've got 2 freer cards in the deck. Effectively, this is like a janky way to try and solve my energy problems. I say a janky way. It's very much, I believe, the intentional way to do it. So yeah, it's not really janky. This is the tool set this character has to approach these kinds of problems. We've got a block. We've got a yellow void stone coming up. I would love to see that. Another Veiled Watcher. I mean, it's not really going to be different to the previous fight, hopefully. Okay. Unfortunately, Redo and Bulwark are not in the opening hand here. Timeless is, though. God, do I actually go off on turn 1? I could. Bulwark on turn 1 is so good. I don't have another defend to play this turn. Sure, let's redo. Okay. So the idea behind the redo here would be that we pop Clarity on Bulwark. We redo for only 1 card back in hand. We pop Clarity again on pretty much anything with a draw, so like combination strike, I guess. Then we Shield Wall and Timeless. I don't need to set up that vulnerability either. 3 cards? Sure. Volatile, destroyed when played or at the end of the turn, can't be purged. Did that expel? Destroyed cards, expel pile. Okay, yeah, so discarding it also kills it. I thought I might be able to get it back into the discard pile and then draw it back out as a result of that, but no. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I just want to get some Shi out on the field, right? It's proven to be a very effective way to play. Specifically, a very effective way to play this fight. Okay, easy wave of focus into a combination strike for the draw. Still single targeting at the moment, but hopefully we can manage to branch out of that soon. Don't like the damage I'm about to take either. Defend, 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 draw. Wah. Okay, I think I need to spread the love right now. This enemy's attacking next turn as well, so we can accelerate them. And I do have 5 to heal right now, so I can play the Blessed Recovery. Ow. Okay. Bulwark, power, Bulwark. Should make it pretty easy to continue. 2, 3. Do I want to get Timeless? No. I think that's a trap this turn. Incoming is 20, but I'm already blocked against 15 next turn, so we'll make the combination strike cost less. Ouch. Happy to see the Wave of Focus. Not happy that Shield Wall is the only defensive card I have in hand here. I think I still have to play it. Literally just for the double draw. $33, $40. Okay, yeah. So the Veiled on the left is dead. Veiled in the middle is dead. So yeah, literally we're just targeting this one on the side. Boom, boom. I mean, unload's probably enough damage right now, right? Throw in a defend, another defend, and then a clarity. Timeless. Got him. Good lord. Long fight right there. Okay. Riposte, taxidermist as well. Shouldn't really be an issue. There's the redo in the opening hand. Oh, Bulwark is easy here. It's Bulwark. Did I mess that up? I think I did mess that up, actually. Merge those two, then Bulwark. Returning to... I messed that up, didn't I? We'll merge that lashing kick, then use a clarity on... Timeless, I think? Okay. Now, having done that, we'll redo and try and set up some defense for the next turn. 5 cards we can cast. Okay, it's good. I think we're back on track. Accommodation strike again, and then defend, lashing kick. Gonna have to purge one of the cards at the end of the turn. Purge that. Great. Incoming is 6. I blocked 10 at the end of the turn already. Yikes. I really hope I draw something defensive with this Timeless. That's why I said yikes. Shield Wall might be necessary next turn. Heck, probably by itself even. Drop the Chaotic Blur. Another kick. We may end up using the spell just to cast Shield Wall at the start of the next turn. So that I have the most I can do with my energy following. Okay. Timeless seems great here. Decelerate, apply slow. That I guess already slow, apply weak. I do want to decelerate at the end of this if possible. Use the clarity on a combination strike. Great. So then I can slow you, giving me the ability then to weaken you also. Set up rage and vulnerability. Hit you again. Then just preemptively block 5 for the next turn. Good. This is also not a Future Strike turn, so we, should have a kill on this turn. 2 draw from the deck. Okay, we can't find another defense, so we'll actually start out with Lashing Kick combination. Okay, so we're actually not even capable of getting a defend. Or getting a combo here. And then we immediately did that afterwards, so whoops. Tracked that wrong. There we go. Ow. Defense. Okay, now we're good. Just clarity a Timeless. We'll, I guess, decelerate you and then just go for the damage. So that's like unload. That's a bunch of damage over to the other side. And hard block. Great. We've got him. End of this turn, they're dead. Happy for the perfect victory there, certainly. This path actually doesn't have a great shop on it anyway, right? Voidstone, even there, like, the reroll costs 50 and each Voidstone costs 300. I may want to actually consider, I might just buy every Voidstone. So what if I do that? That's 1,250. So I actually have the ability to do that as well as buy every potion. That's almost certainly what I'm going to do then. Outpace. Ugh. Pyamites. Okay, Pyamites. This might call for a Potion of Stealth, because this can get real rough. And we don't purge enough cards after our first turn to actually stand up to the Pyamites anymore, I don't think. I'm going to take that. I also might consider putting a Green Voidstone on enough Suffering so that I have the ability to, in a later fight where I have a bunch of Banes and such in my deck, just purge them later on. Don't even have to do it on the first turn. That is to say, after the enemies have put them into my deck, right? That's where I'm intending them to come from. Or rather, assuming they'll come from. But yeah, I think I actually probably need the spell here. Spell, I mean potion. Okay. Oh my god, this is great. Okay, we'll go Clarity in the opening hand. Hit the Timeless. Actually, I could have just purged one of these for an extra energy at the very starters there. Yeah, because then it just would have got returned. All right, that's my bad. We'll do this again on a shield wall. Great. Then I am going to purge this card, return both, play Bulwark, purge this card again, play Bulwark again. Got 2 more cards we get to play for free. I need the Pyre down. Just gonna have to try and keep the burning value down for everyone else. We'll take the 2 extra energy that turn as well. Okay. Probably don't need to cost reduce anything this turn. Ideally, we draw a power. Sorry, an ability here. Okay, we did. In fact, we drew the ability. I'm gonna drop that and then start out with a D-cell. Really? Yeah, because it's fine. Actually, D-cell goes on a different target, doesn't it? It'll go on you. Wave, double kick the main line on, then move. Wait. Hang on. Rage is affecting our Shi? I can't believe I haven't noticed that before. That helps a lot. Three block going forward. Might as well. Okay, we got 5 burning now. So ideally, I want to purge some cards. Shield wall is free right now. Oh. Wait, hang on. I played the shield wall, it hit my discard pile because my discard pile's empty, and then I redrew. So it's actually, yeah, it's back in the draw pile. Interesting. The order of draws and redraws and stuff like that, it's very important to get that down early. So we have the ability to kind of like exploit those mechanics later. Let's decel the left here, I think, because you're attacking as well. Or maybe I just want... Yeah, I'll do that. We get 50% rage if I use the decel, though. I like 50% rage. 59 incoming, gosh. Definitely got attacks from the deck right now. Block 5 for the incoming 59 next turn. I mean, purging it is actually more block, right? Block 7. Wait, this is a kicking turn. Okay, this is a kicking turn. Hang on, it's possible we win. Oh, thank you, shield wall. My gosh. Saves us even if we don't. Don't need to use timeless yet. I'm gonna repeating deflection. Block 18, additional 2, so 20. It's stuff at the moment. It is an amount at the moment. Unfortunately, the amount it is just not enough. That is to say, just not enough to full cover us. Certainly gets us closer than we were before. Ouch. Okay, can we do it again? It's the key question, is it not? Definitely throw the defend for the double draw. It's definitely not feeling like it. Might foresight to that card just in case we happen to draw it somehow. Yeah. This one's not going our way. So we can get a 30 over here on the Pyamite. Like, I should just attack this one and then let half of the damage transfer over and single target this final Pyre. Looks like our only real option here. Let's sift past, attack. Yeah. It's an unfortunate 32 right there. Thankfully, we've now got control of this. Get another upgrade point. Do I just immediately throw it onto the outpace? I feel like I do, right? We just proved in that fight that as the fight gets longer, large individual blocks are the thing that we're missing. I think something I forgot to focus on here is Void Zone. Card games rigged. Rigs cards start the battle at the top of your deck. However, there is an in-play tooltip that also tells you that there's an in-play tooltip that also tells you that it will shuffle to the top of your deck every single time you shuffle as well. So having a reliably opening hand, I don't know what I want there though. Like, Wave of Focus seems pretty good to put in the opening hand repeatedly, but don't know yet. Still not entirely settled. God, I'd love a health potion. No health potion for me. Take the rest of them, no. Okay, Beast of Malice dealing damage. The creature can increase its already serious damage output. You'll have to go on the offensive eventually. Whilst that's true, we're going to be setting up a lot of slows on you. Yeah, I actually don't think this fight's going to be a problem for us. I think this is pretty much the fight kind of that we're set up for. If you start a turn with 3 energy or less, add a volatile sidestep to your hand. Volatile sidestep, that is, we saw sidestep before, right? It was upgraded version, gives you an energy as well as block for X times 2. But here, this would literally just be every single turn, start with a free block card in hand. Boots of Quickness. 100% Boots of Quickness. Take the Bulwark. There's our ability block card. I'm kind of amazed by how good this is. Okay, well, Bulwark, and then free block card that just draws us some cards. Get the shield wall out of hand. I do want to keep D-Cell here. Watch that too. Throw out the clarity on Timeless. I want to decel after. So we're repeating deflection. Outpace is great here as well. That is to say, to perch. Then we can lashing, giving you the slow. We can apply slow and then apply weak with the decel and then try and recur that. Okay, that recur didn't hit it. Do I really want to recur again? Maybe I leave my hand as is. Just kick one more time. So that I don't activate the battle plan. Have that for the next turn. I don't hate that. Oh, overcharge. Dang it. I thought I was going to be able to get the extra here. Well, without a defend, life becomes a lot worse for us. So just go with timeless. Okay, thank heck. Drop the unload. We'll use a defend. Hopefully getting another. Perfect. Chaotic for the follow-up, and then we can just start kicking. Kick. Kick. Bunch of she. Play this card. Yeah, the volatile sidestep isn't coming out next turn either. Yikes. Now I have too much energy, and I need to get rid of it for the sake of the volatile sidestep. Wild, wild world we live in. What a wild, wild world. Repeating deflection. Hit another. Yeah, it's going to be another timeless right there. Kick him. Kick him. Kick him again. I'm going to hold the shield wall. 20. So literally I just need to play one skill before it. I'm fine. Probably not chaotic. I guess I'll just play this. Shield wall, then chaotic, and then oh hell yeah, timeless on the blessed recovery. Then we just hit him. Stack that she again. Guess I'll discard the decel. This is not gonna matter. Great. Hey, just got the achievement Big Game Hunter for having a perfect fight against this character. The end of this floor ought to be a little bit quicker just because we have, you know, like shop, shop, elite, normal space, shop, shop, enemy, right? So it's like we've got 3 fights left on this floor. We have to close. Bloated, they can limit my rage. They also have the ability to haunt me. I still don't feel this is going to be too relevant, but with my health value as it currently stands, like I have to be careful. Just do. 22 incoming on the second turn. I want as much delayed block as possible then, so I'll probably just take out another repeating deflection. Cool. Okay. We want to clarity a timeless. Then I'll purge and unload, use redo to pull both of those back into hand, use clarity one more time on the outpace or shield wall, either or. I guess shield wall in the first cycle, outpace in the second cycle typically. Then I can bulwark. Touch that. Bulwark again. Use the sidestep for a double draw. What's in the discard pile at the moment? Do I want those specifically? Probably not. Or probably. Do I really want to start inflicting she? It seems early, right? Increases its frenzy by 1, then attacks. I feel like I might just want to set up a bunch of slow on the bloated. Significantly decrease the incoming damage next turn. Yeah. Then I'll redo. Okay. Timeless is also 0 cost at the moment, so I'll timeless. Get past the unload that I can't play here. Much more of the deck needs to be made 0 cost. Because I think like more slow on the bloated is really the way to go right now. We want vulnerability if we're doing that, so make you vulnerable and then I'm gonna do it again. We've got a cost reduction left in the deck as well. That is to say, sorry, the cost reduction spell coming up. Great. Happy to get that sidestep there, because then we can just defend for 6 right now. As well as get our draw. 6 in the double draw there. Blessed Heart, Shield Wall. I could try and just leave Shield Wall in hand for the end of the turn as well, but if we're going to combat the repeating deflections, I think we'll be fine. Especially with the outpace left in the deck. Hey, I can actually decel a target that I can't attack. Must be the target of attack cards. Yeah, because it's taunt rather than stealth, I guess. I think I probably do want to now focus this on the deep. Literally just get it slow so I can start hitting with the decels. So I can weaken it. Okay. This, if you start your turn with 3 energy or less, we do have 2 stacks of overcharge, so I have to play this in order to actually get the benefit next turn. I'm fine with that. So get 3 energy at the start of the next turn. But I'll also get my Volatile Sidestep. Giving me easy access to the draw. Wave of Focus here. How many times I can't trigger that many times. Can't return anything from the discard pile here. Just sidestep to begin with. Feels like outpace is too much right here, but I guess it's also... I think I'm going to leave outpace in the deck at the moment. And then go for clarity on Timeless, Wave of Focus, and just start taking down the mainliner. Oh, the bloated is starting to attack a bunch of times a turn. Starting to threaten us a little. Could theoretically kill it this turn. Definitely start with the sidestep. It's also just hard block everything. Drop these 2 repeating deflections right now. Use a decel over there. Let's play a turn. Actually, I might just target them with a single lashing kick and kill them this turn. So I'll decel the mainliner. Yeah. It's got enough Shi to die here. Oh! Wow, yeah, okay, so it died and then inflicted 15 damage to my threat stack. The threat stack then triggered immediately afterwards. Wow, that's my bad. Didn't even think about the knock-on effects there. Let's go with a sidestep first, into repeating deflection, and then timeless, and then literally it should just be killed this turn. Right, Chaotic for more vulnerability. Draw. And I guess Sift past a Bane. This should be the easiest end of the fight. How many more skills do I have to play? 2, 3. Great, getting into this mode. And then we can shield wall as well. Kick, kick, kick. Again, just trying to set up our relics as well as we can for future fights. Here's the Void Stones. Oh, wow! Oh, you lock out when you... Okay, I should have re-rolled. I thought I was going to buy both of those and then re-roll and then buy again, but whoops. Money means nothing to me anymore, so I'll pray for HP. Let's go over here. Dolus. This creature randomizes the cost of the cards in your hand. Her AP is also randomized. We might want to consider putting more expensive cards in here then as a result of that. Maybe take a Lashing Kick out, put a opening move in. Other than that, ooh, Memento Mori. Take another Lashing Kick out, put a Memento Mori in. Ooh, interesting. Pickled Hand, every third card you purge increases your energy by 2 instead of 1. Rotten Egg, not really gonna have time to benefit from that. And the Wizard's Hat, we already have a bunch of overcharge. I honestly, like, if I had anything I could really spell the Essence on, I would take the Essence and Soul here, but I'm gonna take the Pickled Hand, because it might actually help me in some circumstances. We are not seeing the true cost of these right now, but just in case it helps, I'll take the Redo. Yeah, Redo came to me as high cost, unfortunately. Okay, I'm going to change the cost of Bulwark to 0 there, playing it, and then it gets a new copy in hand, which also happened to be 0 cost. Thank you. Don't have any other buffs to play in this hand, but... Guess I'll make you vulnerable, draw some cards, slow you. There we go. Actually get to play some of our cards now. Wave of Focus, Redo. Love to play the Wave of Focus again there. Chaotic Blur, Redo. Hey, we've got the Wave of Focus. Just a lot of Wave of Focus to get on a single target, you know? I think having the sidestep next turn is actually pretty important. So I made sure not to purge anything there as a result of that. Played out the extra draw. There's an opening move I can't really use to its full extent here, but it's still pretty good. 2. No extra draw, unfortunately. Oh, never mind. Spoke too soon. Let's drop that, as well as the Memento Mori, taking our full block here. And then just go for slow, and attack. I mean, the slows don't really matter here. The big thing about the slows here for us is actually just that they will help me set up a Decelerate on a future turn for extra effect. Okay, love it. Let's make sure the Memento is 0 cost if we have the ability to. Use a accommodation for the draw through. Okay, we're still not going to full block this turn, unfortunately. This one's a Sift. I'll drop a... just Lashing Kick, I think, yeah. Heal up a touch. And this turn really ought be the enemy's last on the field. Yeah, we can start with Shield Walkers, it doesn't matter. It's enough already. Defend, Decelerate, and then Lashing, Memento Mori. That's already the kill on board. We should play as many skills as we have the ability still to, though. Sorry, skills, abilities, rather. What am I even going to upgrade in the deck at this point? Why is it Wave of Focus? Cut the move for the Lashing Kick again. And why is it Wave of Focus? Because I think it is Wave of Focus. I think it's Wave of Focus because we want it to have that trigger +1 times so that I can put the 4 block on it. So to be blocked for 12 on a non-block card Does our defense even scale enough? I just don't know what I want in my opening hand. For any of the, it's to sell, isn't it? It's to sell, but I don't want it yet. Yeah, I think it's to sell for the void fight, and then we just try and hard play that infinite times. The block does go on the wave of focus, though. We've been talking about that the entire time. I still feel pretty resolute about that. Pace momentum, Mori, decel, unload. I mean, pretty much any of these lashing kicks could just take the blue void stone. Don't think that's a problem to do either. We have overcharge almost all of the time, so the purple void stones currently don't really mean much to us. Lost Spirit, that's a well-rounded fight with some ability to inflict fear. Chosen champion. Okay, so we just gotta make sure we have the slows on the right target here. This is gonna be pull out the bulwark. All right. When defeated, 5 Banes are added to the deck. That is the king. Dare we kill them first? What's yours is mine. It's its ability as well. Top card of the deck is discarded. It gains 1 frenzy. I'm not entirely against killing the Unholy King first here. Okay. Let's start as quickly as we can, though. Let's get the Momentum Mori out. Then I purge the deflection, getting 2 back. Use this now on a combination strike for the sake of the draw. Timeless does matter a lot. Yeah, Timeless actually matters a lot, possibly here. Great. Now I can purge Outpace, double up on Bulwark, use Sidestep for just draw. I mean, I could use any of these for draw. Might as well use one that's also going to block us next turn. Okay. And I can set up some slows. Yeah, I can set up those slows. I'm also going to now redo, because there's no reason not to there. Sidestep and Momentum Mori. I think I'm just going back in. Just so I can play out the rest of the cards in the turn. Use another slow. More block for the next turn, and then another decel. I'm also making sure not to purge here and trigger the pickle hand, so that I make sure that I get the sidestep in the next hand. Ah, there goes lashing. Rough. Could have been a lot worse, though. Just can't discard. Shield wall doesn't seem necessary. Yeah, shield wall doesn't seem necessary this turn. We'll take the step. Timeless our way through a repeating deflection, pop the other one out, and then just go for as much damage as we can. All of it's going to be centered on the Unholy King as well. Don't think I need the ability this turn either. We'll see. The King's damage is like really under control. Maybe I should be focusing on someone else like the Dark Courtesan so I can kill 2 at the same time. Make sure that I don't respawn anything awful. Because after this, the Cursed Champion respawn. Yeah, I need to kill 2 at the same time here, I think. Chaotic Blur. I mean, sure, I'll send that to the discard pile because there's nothing else there to send to the discard pile. If I don't play this... Okay, never mind, I'll play it. Making sure they get access to the sidestep again next turn. The lashing kick is probably the least valuable right now. Is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. It could be clarity. In fact, I think it might be. Start out with the sidestep so we know what we're working with. Okay. We're doing Soul Sacrifice. We'll heal 50% of max HP. We'll gain 3 AP in 1 frenzy. Okay, Dark Courtesan goes down this turn, I guess. Yikes. It's a lot worse than I thought that was going to be. Then we need a Timeless. Drop the repeating deflection. Okay, good. And then we just hard play this whole hand. Round 3 as well. Okay, so yeah, the Dark Courtesan actually isn't even going to die as a result of all of this. But it'll be set up to die next turn. That's still good. Is it? $26 incoming from their attack. As long as I slow them this turn, we're still fine again. Okay. Interesting. I'm going to use Energy Tap to play the Momentum Mori there. Follow up finally with Shield Wall, because I believe if I leave Outpace in hand at the end of the turn, I'm probably actually going to get a good result out of that. Slow you as well, just so I have to take less damage. Get rid of the Unload I can't really play this turn. And then Clarity out on a Timeless as well. Leaving the Outpace in hand. Okay. King dies there. Unfortunately, we did not get the ability to kill 2 in the same turn. Hey, we got a Lost Spirit back. Okay, if I knew we were going to get a Lost Spirit back, I probably would have killed him a lot earlier. I'm going to drop the Outpace here because I think we're probably going to be able to defend pretty easily ourselves. Let's use the Timeless. Drop the D-Cell. Sidestep into repeating deflection twice over. Momentum Mori. Half their Future Strike. It's fine. Yeah, there's no Future Strike. But these 2 targets attack so rarely that I think we're already very, very comfy here. Drop Clarity, and just sidestep literally just withdraw. Alright. Got him. We got the extra perfect fight right there. It's the Wave of Focus still be the upgrade. Momentum Mori does go down to 2 cost. That's impactful. No. Don't lose sight of the fact that we need that block still. Blessed Cuffs. When you have no active chain, any card played will count as having chain 1. So just 1 free pip towards our Zen every single time. That's great. Draw a card each time you expel a card. We will draw 4 cards in the opening turn regularly as a result of that. Whenever you draw a Bane, draw a card. 1, 2. I'm also going to take a random artifact. Getting your items value will be set to the energy total of your cards in hand at the end of the fight. Gain delayed block equal to that next fight. We can use a Wishbone here as well. We can go for an energy potion pack instead. I think Wishbone. Each time you draw a Bane, draw 1 card, just so that I can try and offset the negative value that we might get from some enemies. We're a Future Strike and She deck. Okay, so we will have to target that I'm SD to. But I also think we're pretty much set up against them already. Just in case you are wondering about the new soundtrack, this is also by Ben Prunty, and it is the Into the Breach soundtrack. Both of them are games that I played on the channel in the past and had a great time with. Okay. So we pull out Bulwark here. Perfect. Oh, just perfect. Oh, Gumpy Patch, cool. So this is what we can see that we can now do, right? I am going to Clarity a Momentum Mori. dropping at the same time a Blessed Recovery. We'll redo, pulling both of those back. Now everything's lower cost in hand. I'll also Bulwark 2 times, also drawing a card each time. Huh? Okay, second one doesn't count as purging, despite the fact that it copied the card. Sorry, it doesn't count as expelled. Expel, expel, expel. Remove from battle after playing. Okay, so I think Volatile overtakes expel, so Volatile meant that it went to the destroyed pile rather than the expelled pile, which is why that didn't draw an extra card for me there. That's okay. It means we get denied 2 draws in the opening turn because the redo as well, but honestly, I don't think it's that bad. Now, in this fight, Black Coach, whilst the Nightmare Steeds are alive, this creature is immune. Nightmare Steeds, at the start of your turn, this creature gains Fortitude equal to 5% of its max HP. They're really going to be doing the damage, and the Black Coach is going to be kind of buffing. Conjure the Dead gains 7 AP, so it's really going to try and buff itself while I'm doing all of this. Gaze of Death over here is inflict 1 fear and 2 vulnerable. I think I want Timeless here on the first turn. Yeah, I definitely want Timeless here on the first turn then. Get both of those out of there. And then we... It's not D-Cell, right? Oh, there's so many considerations to make right now. I'm sorry about the slow play, you know? Happens. We're already on Timeless, so it's double lashing, right? Yeah, it's double lashing and then redo. And the lashings, I guess, just maybe the one that's planning attack next turn. Okay. And then we redo, getting 2 on the chain. We sidestep, getting back up to the full chain. Momentum Mori, interesting. I'm going to drop the repeating deflection and then just hard play the rest of this hand, I believe. Yes. This recovery gets us a draw. We'll continue the drawing form with a combination, as well as another lashing there. We're setting up a lot of Shi on it as well while we're doing this, which is the big kind of point that we're trying to get to here. Okay, we got 2 more cards we get to play for free. Well, Momentum Mori is already foreseen, so that's for free as well. So I don't need that to be one of them. I guess I just do 22 damage from the Memento Mori here. Although, my god, I'm actually going to trigger another Zen state this turn. I'm going to leave that in hand for the sake of the sidestep. Now that's an opening turn. That right there, that is what I consider an opening turn. Sidestep, shield wall, immediately into Zen, time to go off. Well, I say time to go off. We don't really have that much in the deck that lets us just go off right now. Okay. Got the kill on the left. We've got the battle progress cleared. So yeah, we're good. We're good. Honestly, as long as we got them down kind of early enough, everything was going to be fine. I'm probably going to wave of focus, then just lashing kick. Yeah. No, I'll outpace with the double draw. Okay, now I regret it. I just needed to draw one of these skills, but unfortunately I drew the 2 attacks that were left in there. Rough. Timeless. Discard that D-cell so that I can get as much Shi out here as possible again. 1, 2, 3. Got 1 more turn for the Future Strike to be set up as well. This deck is a lot faster than it looks like. It's just the turns are very slow individually. We can sidestep our way into... I mean, it's probably Outpace, right? It's Outpace and Timeless. Yeah, I still want the defense. Okay, then we go with a combination strike. Get a glove for the vulnerability. Set up what is effectively the kill here. Make Momentum Worry free. That's definitely the kill now. And leave this in hand for the sake of the Volatile Sidestep again. Alright, Black Coach. It's just you and me now. 29 incoming damage next turn. Honestly, not scared about it. I would like the ability to start setting weak up on you, though. Wait for Focus would be great next turn, too. So we'll sidestep into a... I mean, just... Yeah, Clarity the Shield Wall, happily. Then just combo out damage. I can't play this. I can't play the Unload unless I want to sift past the next. I can't play Lashing Kick unless I want to do that either as well. Okay, fine. I'll do both. I'm not denying myself 2 draw there just to do that. Then we... Lashing Kick with Focus. Purge these 2. Or play them. That's it. Let's play them. We get the 10 block for the next turn, just in case we hard whiff on defensive draws, but we also get the sidestep. Making it kind of the obvious play right there for us. We follow up with a Chaotic Blur, and then just go into damage again. Lashing, lashing, lashing. No, Timeless first. Yeah, and then we have the Shield Wall. Lashing, drop, unload, lashing, lashing, decel. Just wanted the decel for the 2 turns of weakness, because the enemy is attacking every turn now. Enraged attack. They'll increase their frenzy by 1, then attack. Thankfully, we have a bunch of stacks of slow on them. I'm very, very glad that we've actually built a deck that can count for slow. It's certainly not always the case for me. Hard Purge all. Alright. Not a super huge hard purge all to do. And then we have the wish... wait, which is it? It's the leftovers. The item's value is set to the energy total of the cards in hand at the end of the fight. Gain delayed block equal to that next fight. So if I literally just end my turn here, we get to gain a bunch. Nice. New spell, Nightmare Steed. I should have a look at that. Ah, again! Again! Give me the upgrades! Gosh dang it! 2 Void Stones, I guess. Please be good. Oh my god, they were both black Void Stones. Oh no. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. Whoops-a-daisy. That's a lot of stuff, eh? That D-Cell wants one of them, 100%. I wanted it rigged before, but now that I can double up on the impact there, it's too obvious that that's what we need to do. As for the other... Actually kind of struggle. I mean, I'm not getting more cards beyond this point, so I may as well just put it on something. Maybe I just put it on a Repeating Deflection, literally, so that Repeating Deflection by itself is all of my Zen charge. No, because I use Volatile Sidesteps. That's a lot of that. It could be Shield Wall. Just the ability to block for a giant amount. Shield Wall quite quickly gets outpaced by... Well, outpace. So I wouldn't be surprised to do that one either. Combination Strike, I really wish I hadn't already put that gem in. Otherwise, I would happily put the Ghost Gem in it instead. Whoa, I can actually. Okay, then. I'll do exactly that, game. Thanks. 20% damage taken in the void fight. Battle round 6 onwards in the void fight. So, does battle round 6 onwards actually occur? Does that happen? Start the void fight with stealth and full energy. This gives us a whole turn to set up. I like the Death Knight's trade here a lot. Punishes us from playing block cards. Damage spikes later on. Happy. Okay. Choose a card to add to our hand. Take the Bulwark, obviously. The power, use the Bulwark, draw a card. Oh my god! I didn't even think about this! But, because of the... where is it? Blessed Chain. Yeah, because of the Blessed Cubs, when you have no active chain, any card played will count as chain 1. That means that just playing the Bulwarks gets us in Zen now. Oh, baby. It's very exciting. I don't need to heal up yet. Sure. Combo strike into a combo strike here. Oh, we did get Timeless. That's exactly what I was waiting for, the possibility of getting, actually. Right? Yeah, because then we can combo strike to continue that one. Lashing. Lashing. Leave myself with a wave of focus for the next turn as part of our defensive action. 20 Shi out of that Timeless. Okay. Easy sidestep. I'm gonna redo here. Nice. The redo was actually just fishing for a lashing kick so that I have the ability to set up slow before the decel so that I can get weaken off on the target. So basically at this point I think I drop any defensive card. 2 more. Okay, we'll decel. Twice over. Use the rebound there as well. Play Blessed Recovery, drawing another card as well, and getting us back in Zen so we can continue going. Okay, yeah, I feel like I found the way. I've broken through with this character a little bit, I feel. Definitely sifts past a Bane if I have the ability. Momentum Mori for 44 damage. Could be a lot worse. Incoming damage is 15. I've got an outpace currently in hands. There's a fair bit of block left in the deck. I'm going to purge. Okay. Each time you play a block card, you suffer Bane too. That's my bad. I should be playing fewer block-specific cards. That's why it's good that I got Wave of Focus, right? It's a card that doesn't say block, but it does provide block to us. We want to play 1 skill in advance of the Wave of Focus. Should decel at the end of all of this. Yeah, there's 2 decels in hand actually at the moment. I want to pop both of them. Keep the enemy mad weak. Yep. It's exactly what I want to do. Okay. For 2 attacks this turn. Again, I don't want to block if I don't have to, but block is 2 card draw. But I don't have to. Wave of Focus, then just unload past a Bane, drawing into Timeless. Nice. Not bad. Not bad. As long as I just have the ability to deal with up to 20 damage every single turn, and it feels like I pretty capably do, I'm fine. So we'll outpace to begin with here. Okay. Use a clarity to set the cost of the momentum mori down, and then just go for as many attacks as we can. Oh, nice. Hit the momentum mori in a decent way. Oh, there's a timeless as well. Okay. We'll drop the shield wall, use the timeless to get past Bane. 2 more attacks. All of them, I want to do future strike damage as high as I can. So, 1. 2. Purge the chaotic blur. 1 more future strike, and then momentum mori. And then at the end of the next turn, the enemy's dead. Great. Death Knight down. No, Knight down. Knight down. We should be able to play enough cards, right? For another trigger or something. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. And then I end my turn. Have all of my triggers set to pretty much exactly where I want them. At around 6 onwards. That literally was the 6th battle round that we killed the enemy on there. Extra rage later on is still really good, though. Spineless is just a 5th of their HP gone. That is giant. But the thing is, so how do we win, right? We set up a win con and then we ball out of control, which tells me that I want the Blessing of Patience. Right? I think it is. Also, I'm going to make this clear because I've had this comment on a couple of videos now. The fight reward is just on by default. I've always been getting the blessings every single time. I would have to actively turn it off if I didn't want it. It's fine. I have been getting them. Puppet Master, Manipulator of Banes. If the fight prolongs, Banes will become overwhelming. Actually, does that mean we don't do the Puppet Master fight? I think I need to fight it at least a couple times, learn what I'm up. Oh my god, it's got 500 health! Ooh, that is a lot worse than I thought it was gonna be, and now I'm good. Let's go for a combination strike, I guess, in the opening hand, because the opening hand is otherwise already quite good. We will cost reduct the first bullock. Use the second immediately thereafter. Great. Okay, pull the strings. Start of the fight, shovel 7 Banes into the discard pile. If the creature, this creature's frenzy is equal to 1 plus the number of Banes currently in your hand. Okay, so as long as I manage to discard Banes from my own hand, I can manage the target a bit better. But also I can just slow the hell out of them so that they don't get an effect out of that either. So actually we should be fine. I'm going to pre-block for the next turn just for the double draw. Great. Actually, I also want to get the timeless out there. Get rid of the momentum mori. Use the timeless, dropping a... Wow, I want everything. Dropping clarity, I guess. Okay. When I want to get back into Zen, I already know how I'm going to do it. So we'll start with the Chaotic Blur. Lashing. I have to drop a lashing there, unfortunately. Use another lashing. Then we redo, returning a bunch of cards to hand. Timeless doesn't stack with itself, right? It's not like a buff that I'm currently holding on me, is it? Yeah. Will additionally... Yeah. It shouldn't. I can't imagine why it would. I really want to see if it does. Yeah, it doesn't. Okay, that makes sense. It shouldn't. Redo. Oh, 2 Banes. Great. I can't discard them either. Thankfully, the enemy's slowed, so it doesn't really matter to us. Those are in the discard pile. Drop the unload. Use the combo strike 2 times over for the draws. Great. I'll slow you with that final attack. Pop out the shield wall. Use a D-cell there, and then lose the final one. That's bad. That's bad. I should have played the D-cells differently. Should have played them earlier on, in fact. Okay. Sidestep into Blessed Recovery. Actually, we don't need to play the recovery this time. It's fine. We can sidestep into... Oh, yikes. A Clarity on a Timeless, so it's a much easier play when we draw it. We definitely want to keep the vulnerability set up on the enemy, so Chaotic Blur is part of this turn as well. Have we drawn yet? From playing a block? I don't think so. We'll draw with that, and then... Okay, we must have already drawn. Whoops. Use that to drop the Bane. Focus as much as I can. Outpace. Don't need to have the next turn. I mean, I could just outpace double block here. Or purge outpace. Double block. Lash. Hey, guess it's the full lock easily. Okay, sidestep plus timeless is already right, I forgot. Yeah, sidestep is obviously going to be the way we get it. Sidestep plus timeless already gets us into aggressive mode. Great. I want to play one more skill first as well, so that I can trigger the 50% rage. Guess I'll just decel. Then I want to hit you pretty much as bad as I possibly can. Great. Second D-cell back in hand. That Momentum Mori is actually looking pretty good this turn as well. I'm gonna drop the unload. Actually, that seems pretty like that would have been good as well. D-cell, D-cell. Purge 2 cards and then just Momentum Mori for 50 damage. Yeah, 50 damage isn't bad. Thankfully, the enemy has 9 slow, so they're not dealing a ridiculous amount of damage this turn that they otherwise would have. Sidestep right into a timeless again and then do the exact same turn, basically, if we can. Again, we'll throw a block in there as well to trigger the 50% rage. That'll do it. You can see how we ball out of control right there. The enemy has 310 Shi by that point, which is more than half of their HP. And we were already doing more than half of their HP in the Future Strike as well. Okay. Really, it just feels like I put Void Stones on random things here. Momentum Mori, is it? It's not Momentum Mori, it's Outpace. Gets the rig. Then Shield Wall and Momentum Mori, I guess. All right, Void. We have a look at the spells as well. Nightmare Steed, rather. Add a volatile shield wall to your hand. Wow, that's actually really good, but we don't need it. Bacon Bomb. Discard your hand. Inflict 10 damage to a random creature for each card discarded. That actually would have been good in the previous fight if I really ended up needing it. Could have been good, I mean. We throw instead, in the manage deck screen, just all the potions in. Stealth, Exploding, Energy, Draw, and double stealth as well. Okay, so did we get 3 turns of stealth at the start here? Yeah, 3 turns of stealth at the start. Oh my god, we should ball the hell out of control in those 3 turns. Stealth stacks, right? Wait, no, it doesn't. Oh. Buzz. Oh. Why did I buy them all then? It's just bulwark, bulwark, go. 1, 2, 3. Pass the outpace. 4, and then hit a timeless, certainly. I can purge one of them and play the other. Already block against the incoming damage next turn. Ah, yes, I forgot about this. Okay, I'll unload and then resell 2 times and lashing kick. Actually, may be able to decel the enemy enough that it's not like a problem ever for us. Maybe be able to do that. Feels like Memento Mori probably stays in this hand. We'll use Timeless to get past the Blessed Recovery. Redo to recur. I like that. Okay. Then we want as many hits as we can get. Let's use Combination Strike. Second one's volatile, unfortunately. Okay, maybe I should have drawn first. Do I have a second draw in the hand? I don't know. We use the extra Combination Strike and then lashing, redo. And by redoing those into hands, we can use Clarity and Deflection to set back up. Or actually, if we use Clarity and Blessed Recovery, we get a card out of the deck as well as draw a card back as for us. Timeless is already active at the moment, so Combination Strike is probably the best hit that we could make here. Okay. And then we go off again with as much damage as we can. We're using Memento Mori as the finisher, using the energy tap as well to make sure that that's available for us. Or I could just hard purge to get down to it. I think I hard purge to get down to it then. 59. Could have been a lot better. Could have been a lot worse. Made sure that I got back down to 0 energy at the end of the turn, so I'd have the volatile sidestep in the next hand as well. Which I didn't get. No! Draw potion! Your hand size is increased. Sorry, it's not the draw potion, it's the energy potion. Where's the energy potion? Eh? Bonus energy, overcharge plus. No. I swore I played an energy potion. It's just not showing me the buff for it here. But yeah, I've got an extra energy every single turn. That's what ruined that for us, unfortunately. Let's go with the delay there. Timeless, past the other defend, use Chaotic Blur so that we can start going. And then like combo strike for the double draw. Okay. Really like the idea of double decel here too. Am I going to be defending this turn? It's starting to feel like I'm not going to be defending this turn. How many cards can I purge right now? I can definitely get the unload out of hand. It's not impactful as to the way that we kill these enemies. I have a Timeless Blade as well, so I don't want to remove that. I'm going to drop the shield wall then. Okay. I'll use Clarity to lower the cost of the Memento Mori, use the energy tap to play the outpace, literally just blocking 1 damage here, but it also gives me the ability to get both of those out without a problem, and sets up for a better Memento Mori in the future. Okay, there is the Memento Mori now as well. I mean, we could just defend Memento Mori. Ooh, but Timeless is here. Okay, kick and draw. Not finding what I wanted there, unfortunately. Kick again. I mean, Memento Mori for 60 damage is not bad. I don't know why I keep looking at the Memento Mori damage and going, oh, wow, only 60 damage. And it scales with us. Combination strike, certainly. And then, yeah, I'll pre-block some for the next turn as well. I love that just with the amount of slow that we keep putting on them, even though they remove it by 2 per turn, they still can't get out from under it. It's just not happening for them. I got to make sure that lashing kicks keep hitting in the slow. Okay, I'm gonna use unload, dropping a lashing kick here. Combination strike gets us all the way to a defend, which I'll then play for the sake of the draw. There's timeless as well. Set up the vulnerability and then go on timeless. Okay, I got 2 more that I get to play for free. So obviously one of those is combination strike. The other one's going to be the lashing kick. Right, and then I purge a shield wall and a clarity so I can double decel, setting up the same turn again. Purge. No, play. And again, only 6 incoming damage. And we got rid of the 2 vulnerable there, though. Wave into combination doesn't feel bad right now. I also just want wave in the next deck cycle, so seems the right position to put it. Okay, we're not going to get timeless in this hand, so let's just go off for as much damage as possible. 1, 2, 3. Then Momentum Warrior is actually really big right now. It didn't send up vulnerability. Yeah, 124. Okay. Guess I'll purge that as well. Yep, we are now very much within killing range of this void. Hell yes. Just hell yes. Energy's not really a concern of us. I'm gonna shield wall first and then just timeless past the repeating deflection. Set up vulnerability and draw. Keep purging all of those cards. None of the rest of these are draw, right? We got 2 cards free left in the deck. That's fine. Decel makes the unload cost less. We'll drop past a repeating deflection because we've got the kill. Next turn. Almost certainly. Yeah. Happy. Okay, we'll energy tap to timeless our way past a shield wall here, then follow up with a repeating deflection for the double draw, and then just go. Just go. Whew. All right, that's our second hard win now. Hell yeah. I'm starting to feel more confident that I know what we're kind of getting into in terms of the hard here. Now, I feel like I'm more confident in terms of recognizing in general, not specific, but recognizing in general what I need. So additional block, additional defense, additional block, additional damage, additional kind of like a sweep, additional kind of like single target removal, those kinds of things. I'm feeling more confident in the kind of like very, very basic level of the deck building for this game. However, I still feel like every time I see an enemy, it's my first time seeing them because there are so many of them that really, it's going to take me a while to actually kind of work it into the old brain exactly what to expect of them. So I think I will still play on hard for the final deck that I'm doing in this rotation. That is the Sacrifice Daughter of the Void. Episode will be out tomorrow. And then after that, I think I'm going to swap up to Impossible for a bit and see where I fare. Let's go to the card mastery, and none of these really... I mean, Chaotic Blur impressed me this run. I thought I didn't find it impressive, and then I took it. So you know what? We'll master that card. and get back to the main menu so that I can say that my name has been Rhapsody, the name of the game has been Fall to the Void. There is a playlist in the description down below with all my content on this game, past, present, and future. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow.